So this is the video showing some advanced driving techniques and me showing some commentary driving. This is based on me having passed the ROSPA Gold twice from the last about 4 or so years, and also instituted an advanced motorist masters test. Of course, I can't guarantee this is going to be as high a standard drive as possible because the standards are very high, but I'm going to drive to the best of my ability, and hopefully can learn some things from this video. For this, so for this first bit of drive, I'm just going to be driving on some dual carriageways to start with, and lastly commentary driving, so you can see what I'm looking at and what I'm looking for. For information, I'm driving a Jaguar XE 2016 2-litre diesel auto, 8-speed auto. So first we've got the roundabout coming up here. I'm going to be turning left to this roundabout, so mirror, signal, and brakes to slow as we come in. Watching the brakes to the one in front, and the mirror, keeping on the one behind. Another Jaguar following us, it appears. So scanning to the right of the route, looking left, right. Red one's coming around, it's a bit more brake. Trying not to fully stop, so off the brake and on the gas, following straight after the red one, like he's towing me. National speed limit now on this road, 70 miles per hour. So firmly on the power. And up to 70 miles an hour, now setting my cruise control to keep me at 70 miles per hour. Always worth mentioning, you've got the technology on the car, it's good to use it, but don't always fully trust it. It could go wrong. For example, cruise control won't control you going down a hill. So I've got the vehicle in front overtakes, mirrors, signal, blind spot, and moving out to the lane 2. I've got a bike coming up behind me, but it's quite far back. He's a bit faster, going over the speed limit probably, but he was quite far back, so I'm going to drop back in. So I'm going to wait for the red one to be in my middle mirror, which is about now. So mirror, signal, and going back to lane 1. Watch from the motorbiker in the right mirror as he overtakes. I'm currently doing 70, so like I say, he's probably going 80 or so. And far distance, got a roundabout coming up. Roundabout, I'm going to be following the road ahead, second exit, so mirror. Keeping to the outside of the lane, near the centre line. 300-yard marker coming up, gently on the brakes. And now starting to brake a bit more firm, just as we pass the 2 marker, so traffic lights on 150 yards, mirror, and more firmly on the brakes, scanning to the right of the roundabout. After the Mini, we're good to go, so keeping to the outside lane. And mirror, signal to exit, and traffic lights, pedestrian crossing is clear. The traffic lights coming up at this roundabout, in fact, I'm going to be turning right, so mirror, signal, blind spot, and across we go. Keeping the signal on, so I'm turning right. I'm going to be turning right, exit 4 for Brighton, A23. You can see it on the road, and that's that mirror, and more firmly on the brake to stop behind the line. And I normally like to then put the handbrake on here. And because it's auto, I'll keep it in gear. If it's a manual car, I normally go neutral as well. So handbrake, by having the handbrake on, it just keeps the car a bit more secure. So if I got hit from behind, there's less chance I'm going to move anywhere. I'm going to still move a bit probably, but less chance I'm going to move too far. I don't want to be pushed forwards into the active traffic on the roundabout with the green light. So I'm just keeping my eye on my mirrors while I'm stationary, keeping on the right mirror for any motorbikes or cyclists, and left mirror the same sort of thing. Lights are changing, scanning left and right. Everyone appears to be stopping. Or the traffic with the red lights, that is. So exit 4, that's the first exit. Just keep gently gliding it around, going about sort of 20-25 miles an hour at the moment. So there's exit 2. Traffic lights coming up, they're red at the moment, it's a mirror. And easing off the gas, just try not to fully stop, because if we can avoid fully stopping, we save fuel, and it just means that also it's easier to pull away again. So we're hoping lights will change soon. We will stop if needed, but again, like I said, we're trying not to fully stop. And I don't think it's going to work, it's going to have to fully stop so you don't go over the line. And mirror, checking my left mirror, there's a Volvo on the left side of me, so you might go past me here. There he goes, you might see him in the camera now. So mirror, signal left, this next exit, keeping on the Citroen in the left mirror, but he's turning off, so he's fine. Watching the cars here, are they pulling out? Yeah. And I've got the slip road here, so checking my right mirror for anyone overtaking, and slip road, 3 lanes on the dual carriageway. Keeping on the right mirror for anyone overtaking. On the power gently, not too firmly though, because the car in front, also my vision is restricted due to the sunlight. So mirror, signal, looking to merge now, a bit more firm on the power now, we can see better, blind spot. And now currently doing 70 miles an hour, cancelling signal once you cross the lines. So I just keep an eye on the vehicle in front, so I seem to be getting slightly closer to him, so I'm considering an overtake soon. When I start to lose a safe distance from the vehicle in front, that's when I consider an overtake. That's providing lane 2 is going to be usable. So I'm going to overtake this one, to mirror, signal, blind spot, and across we go to lane 2. Just keeping it at 70 miles per hour. As long as we're making progress on the cars in lane 1, we can stay out in lane 2. So making progress on the next car in lane 1, so I'm going to stay out here. Mirror, just keeping on what's behind me. In case someone uses lane 3 to overtake me, I need to be aware of that. So I can see now the car just overtaking my middle mirror, so left mirror, left signal, blind spot, and across we go. Now back in lane 1, because we're not overtaking anyone at the moment, so we always get to lane 1 if we're not overtaking. So I just set the cruise control again to go to 70 miles per hour. And I can see the turning off the services in a quarter of a mile. So be mindful there's a BMW in lane 2. So he could potentially come back to lane 1 to turn off towards the services. You'll see him coming up soon in the camera, here he comes. And with exits on dual Carriageways motors as well, general rule of thumb, what goes off must come on. So there's an exit off there, so there'll be one coming on soon. I can see the sign for it here, so mirrors, being ready to move lanes, fingers on the indicator, ready to move across. At the moment I've got an escape route if I needed it, but no need for it, so hands back to the wheel. Mirror, checking the left mirror for anyone coming in at the last second. You can see now the road appears to be disappearing from me, so it's going downhill. So I can use the paddles on my car to drop down the gears. I'm going to drop down to gear 6, maybe even gear 5. Now I'm getting gear 5 at 70 miles per hour, which in this car will give me some good engine braking to control the speed down the hill. So mirror, keeping on the white one on the right, and left is all clear, there's no one coming in from the slip road. So I'm just now sitting at 70 miles an hour in gear 5, and it's perfectly staying at 70. Now I'm down the worst of the hill, I'm going to now put it back to auto mode. Gear possible to save fuel. Far distance, see there's a turning coming up soon, and there's a car braking in lane 2. I wonder why he's braking. So watching the yellow one in lane 1, we're gaining on them, so mirror, signal, blind spot, and across the lane 2. Once wait till we fully enter the lane, then cancelling signal. Watching a BMW behind me, because he may use lane 3 to overtake soon, so he's getting closer to me. Here's the sign we saw earlier, so we look on these roads, we look really far ahead to see what's happening well ahead. It's important because we're going at high speed. 70 miles an hour is the same as travelling 105 feet in 1 second. You take the speed, times by 1.5, and that's how many feet per second. So 105 feet per second is quite fast. Really want to be looking far ahead, so we can plan early when we see something, so we can catch up to it very quickly. And watch the Mercedes in lane 2 in case he comes over to lane 1 to turn off, but it's likely he's going to go to lane 3, and he is. And to enter restrictions for lorries here, so any vehicle can use any lane now. We're back there. Lorries couldn't use the right lane due to the hill, or lane 3 I should say. So we've got the countdown markers for turn off we saw earlier. So remember, what goes off must come on, so anticipating a turn on. So mirrors, got an Audi in lane 2. But he is further enough back to move across, so I'm going to have my fingers on my indicator ready to move if needed. Keep an eye on the Audi in lane 2, but we're fine, so fingers off the indicator. If the Audi was closest to me, I would have dropped off, let him overtake. So if someone comes in from the slip road, I can easily move to lane 2. I've got an escape route, always planning an escape route on these roads. It's very hard to stop, so you need to be able to move lanes for a hazard. So parking in 400 yards and no stopping. So I'm gaining on the cars in lane 1 here, so mirrors, signal. Just taking off the cruise control to drop the speed a bit. So blind spot, checking for lane 3. So there could be a car in lane 3 coming to lane 2. And you won't see lane 3 in your mirrors. That's what your blind spot's for. So just dropping off the power a bit, just to let the Audi gain a bit of distance from me. And after this one just overtaken, I wait for him to appear in the middle mirror, which he is now, so mirror, signal, blind spot and moving back to lane 1, because I'm no longer overtaking anyone. I'm also anticipating the Audi in lane 2, whether he's going to come back to lane 1. And we've got an exit coming up for Hayward Heath and Petersfield, half a mile. Trying to avoid the potholes in the road, just scanning the road surface well regularly. Shouldn't be too many potholes in this road, but they should maintain it well, but we still watch out for them. So watching the white one in lane 2, is he going to cut in front? There are some bikers as well gaining on me in lane 1. Just set the cruise control to stay at 70 miles per hour. Now I'm considering this blue one in front of me in lane 1, I'm gaining on him slowly, so I'll consider the overtake soon. So I've got the exit coming up here. So remember, what goes off must come on. So anticipating cars merging on soon. Looking far ahead, I can see a warning sign for something, a triangle sign. So triangle signs are warning signs, and it is for a slick road merging on. So mirrors, fingers on the indicator, ready to move to lane 2 if needed. It's all clear in lane 2. Taking off the cruise control to just let my distance from the car in front drop back. And left mirror, and all clear on the slip roads, no issues there. So I'm now gaining on one in lane 1, so mirrors, signal, blind spot, and moving out to lane 2. And watching for the Audi in lane 3, who's going to be overtaking me here. Looking as far ahead as the eye can see, so I can see here the left lane's going to be turning off at Burgess Hill and Hickstead, so anticipating anyone in lane